Today is one of those pinch yourself kind of days. Hello one and all, and welcome to Seen Through Glass. Welcome to Podium Place in Newbury, home of Per'La Speciality Roasters. Now, I think you all know I'm coffee obsessed. I talk about coffee all the time, I drink coffee all the time, I feature coffee in a lot of my videos. Heck, I even sometimes theme videos around coffee. And I've known the guys down here for a few years. Actually, I think I first met them during Mod Ball back in 2018. And the minute I found out they were setting up shop, I started begging them for beans, and I've now become totally obsessed with their coffee. One day we were sort of chatting back and forth, and we came up with a bit of a crazy idea. Thought, why not make my very own unique signature Seen Through Glass blend? My own coffee. Well, that's what we did, and that's what I'm launching today. What is life? A coffee bag with Seen Through Glass on it. This might be one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I mean, it's a dream come true. But let me give you some context as to why it's a dream come true and why I've decided to do this. Because my coffee journey really starts quite a few years ago whilst I was in LA filming Vlog Angeles, and I became addicted to Starbucks, like so many of us have. I mean, I think lots of you have been relieved to see that over the years, my coffee tastes have evolved. I've educated myself in the world of coffee, and nowadays I far prefer independently roasted coffee or just making coffee for myself at home. Then I went and did Drive the World, and I tasted all these different coffees from all around the world, you know, different coffee roasting methods and different coffee making techniques. And it was amazing, but it meant when I came home, I was forever chasing that first hit, the kind of elusive coffee that I tried in the corner of Australia or on the south tip of Spain. And no supermarket bought bean or even independent cafe grind would just ever really live up to what I wanted, until I got hooked on the Per'La stuff. Because of course, they don't just sell the Seen Through Glass blend. There's a whole variety of coffee available here, and I tried all that first, and every single different bean was, well, as enjoyable as the one before. And then when I had this idea of a unique Seen Through Glass blend, I was like, yeah, perfect, because then every morning I'll wake up, make my very own coffee, which I've made to my tastes, and it's never going to go wrong. I'm just going to absolutely love and enjoy it. It's too good a thing to turn down, and hopefully I'm going to be able to share that with some of you. But before we sort of nerd out as to how we got to this point, the notes, the flavours that make up the Seen Through Glass blend, I want to show you more about Podium Place, because you may have picked up on it in the background of some of my shots. There's a very obvious reason as to why I chose to partner up with these guys to make my very first coffee. Yup, that's right, they're car guys. I mean, I think cars and coffee intrinsically linked. A big reason as to why I've become so obsessed with coffee is because of the cars and coffee culture. And as I mentioned at the beginning, I met the guys from Podium Place at Mod Ball back in 2018. And this place is kind of like, well, a bit of a hub for cars and coffee. So much to look at, so much to see in here, but there are some pretty amazing cars parked up inside Podium Cafe right now. So let me do a bit of a spin of those, because yeah, there's some special stuff in here. It wouldn't be a Seen Through Glass video without some kind of classic. This is a pretty special Aston Martin, a Virage Volante, but something called the AML Works Service. This was a fully upgraded car by the factory. It's got a 6.3 litre V8, a whole load of other bits and bobs. As you can see, it's a Volante, so it's a convertible, but very rare, very cool to see, only 700 miles on the clock. Nuts. Next to it, one of the best looking FFs I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure this is Rosso Fuoco, the triple layered red paint from Ferrari with a beautiful tan interior. You've got the panoramic roof. I just love this spec. Very cool car. I also happen to know it's got a Novatec exhaust. Totally nuts. Another Aston in this corner, the GT8 this time, in quite a subdued and subtle spec next to a very nice GT4. Now, you probably all noticed the pista that was lurking behind me a second ago. Look at this thing. Again, a very, very nice spec, in my opinion. I'm loving the detail of the yellow fin at the top there. But seeing this thing on one of the two turntables down here at Podium is just nuts, because you get to have a little look into that engine bay. Absolutely loving that. But from one incredible track-focused supercar to another, because look, we have got a 675 LT Spider. So cool, these things. I've often said my favourite McLaren to date, and potentially the one to have. I think a bit of a bargain in comparison to the Ferrari equivalents. This thing, very cool. And then as we come past the fully motion activated sim rig, we've got an NSX. Oh yes, the original NSX with some lovely white wheels right next to an Ayrton Senna sculpture. And then just at the back, before we get on to the actual roastery, it's a bike from Top Gun. So yes, so much car-related stuff down here, but fundamentally, I'm here for the coffee.
Roasting process, super important. It's what makes your coffee go from an insoluble, essentially raw product to something amazingly drinkable. We have our beautiful coffee bean that starts its life as a fruit, and it goes through loads of processes to make it available for roasting. And we have our lovely green beans. They're different sizes, they're different weights, they have different moisture content levels, which means that each origin, each process, it's unique, and therefore coffee is not one size fits all. Coffee is a plant, so depending on where it's grown, at what altitude it's grown, the actual type of coffee, we've got lots and lots of variety to choose from, means they're all going to roast differently. Roasting process is the skill and the craft of knowing how to draw out the best flavors, and we're adding heat. So we're drying these beans out. They're going to go through lots of changes in the roasting process, and it is a process, and we tailor each process to each origin and area of that origin, a region of coffee, the type, and we tailor it to that coffee to get the most out of it. And there's lots of different roasting processes. It is a real skill, a craft for a roaster to know how to get the best out of the bean. And there's trial and error in that as well. We don't always get it right, but we know how to change it so we can get it right. Equally with that, it's knowing what we're using the coffee for. So how we would roast coffee that would be perfect to make a beautiful rich espresso is not going to be the same roast profile, as we would call it, for filter. So we can tailor the roast profiles to really suit the drinker, and it's not our job to say what you should drink. It's what do you like? How do you like it? And it's not just the skill of the barista that's going to make your drink the way you like it. It's also having the choice to say, well, actually, if you prefer one type of flavor or a mouthfeel, then you're looking at a roast profile that could be slightly lighter, slightly darker. But you have choice and there is variety. So there is something out there to please everybody.
I think I need to work on my latte art, because I've just made myself this coffee using the machines down here at Podium Cafe, and well, it looks awful. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing. But someone that does know what they're doing, Antonia. Huge thanks to her. Amazing insight, amazing knowledge. And until I started hanging out here, I didn't realise how important the roasting process was in how coffee tasted. I always thought it was the barista who was responsible for how my coffee tasted, but how wrong I was. And I wish I could say for the seen through glass blend that I came in here going, oh, I want it to be roasted at this temperature and taste like this. But we basically taste tested our way here, which was great. I got to drink a whole load of coffee. I think the first iteration of this was back in July last year. We've been tweaking it and upgrading it ever since. And kind of this final blend was only decided a few weeks ago. And look, it's not like this super niche, super complex blend that, you know, only true coffee aficionados are going to enjoy. It's coffee that I enjoy drinking, but I think many others will as well. There are basically three main kind of taste profiles. You've got a Brazilian element, which is kind of caramelly, dark chocolatey. You've got a Guatemalan element, which is a bit more apricotty, fruity, and then finally a Colombian element, which is a bit more citrusy, orangey. It's very easy to drink, and it's actually changed the way that I do drink coffee, because before this I was kind of probably on like 3 or 4 cups a day, but I found now, since I've had the seen through glass blend, I literally have 1 coffee in the morning, and that sets me up for the whole day, which apparently is a big thing to do with specialty roasted coffee like the Per'La stuff. If you get proper coffee, it works properly rather than Starbucks, which, hey, I still think can be good on its day, tends to kind of wear off pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving this stuff. I still can't get over the fact I've got seen-through glass coffee. Oh, this is amazing. So then, how do you buy this stuff? Well, at the moment, it's all available through Per'La's website, which is drinkperla.co.uk. Of course, there is a link below as well. At some point when I update my own website, hopefully it'll be on there too. But as I say, for now, head over to Per'La's website. Of course, if you're coming down here to Podium Place to visit Podium Cafe, you can also request the seen-through glass blend, which will be so cool. I can't wait to come and visit this place when it's open to do that. And otherwise, swing by STGHQ and I might have some bags lying around which I can hand over. So yeah, anyway, a really exciting day for me. I know something a bit different and something a bit out there, but you all know how coffee obsessed I am these days, so having my own blend is something super cool. Please let me know if you do decide to try it. Let me know your thoughts, comment below, send me your pictures, make sure to tag me, let me know if you're doing any kind of, home barista work. And for now, I'm just gonna sit here and laugh at how hilariously cool this is. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and make sure you stay subscribed for plenty more coffee related content to come.